Okay, so welcome to cyber security tutorials online class. So basically these classes were supposed to conduct online using Google Meet, and you were supposed to access your quizzes, labs for command prompt, terminal and Kali Linux under class week through this Google Classroom. As you can see here, we have command prompt quiz 1, lab 1, then the commands you need to know. Then under Kali Linux, we don't have any lab or quiz or class because this was supposed to be done by Evans Warrior and Rosaria Piri, as you can see. So unfortunately, I don't know if they are working on it or not. And for terminal, as you can see, we have quiz 1, lab 1, and the commands you need to know. So since we didn't conduct those classes, I've decided to create this video which will answer the labs and will teach you on how to use those commands. So basically it's a class, and it's also providing solutions for lab 1, both for command prompt and terminal. So what you need to do is that once you watch this video, you need now to try to attempt to these quizzes and the labs by yourself. Then you can submit them. After that, we will review your work, then grade you based on your solutions. So we'll start with command prompt lab 1. So I'll click on this, then I'll go where it say. So as you can see, no one even handed in this quiz, but it's assigned to 24 students. So we'll go where it says view instructions, or I don't mind that because I'm the one who created the instructions. So I'll just click on command prompt lab 1. So let's see what this was about. Oh, by the way, this video will be separate with the terminal video, so as to provide these solutions on separate tabs for command prompt and terminal. So as you can see, we have this cyber security tutorials command prompt lab 1 by James Soko, that's me. So instructions: use this Kapasa Makasa website as your target to answer the following questions. So as you can see, we have this site. So if I click on this site, which is Kapasa Makasa, we'll go to this page. So this is our university, guys. So all our assignment is based on this website. So it says answer the following questions. So let's see some of the questions. So it's not even a complicated job for us, just something simple. So question 1, ping the KMU school website to see if your device can communicate with it. So under A, okay, first of all, let's start with this CMA. So we need to open our command prompt by saying CMD or typing command prompt. So I'll say CMD, or you can type in command prompt. So you open this because this tutorial is about command prompt. So once you open that, okay, so once we open this, we'll try to ping this website as they have stated this. So I'll just copy the link from here like that. Then we have this command, which is the ping command. So I'll say ping. So I'll be explaining everything, don't worry. So I'll say ping. Then here my interest will be to remove this, then also remove this HTTPS. Okay, So I'll say ping www.kmu.ac.zm. so basically a ping command allows you to see if your device can communicate with another device on a particular network. So as you can see, after trying to ping this website, my PC cannot actually ping this website, but this would differ with the device you're using. Maybe my device might be blocked due to multiple attempts for this, because I've tried these things multiple times, so my device might be blocked. So basically, as you can see, with the ping command, we can see if our device can communicate with another device, and we are able to get the IP address for that particular website. So as you can see, we also know the IP address for this KMU website. So that's all about ping. So now we have these questions. Can you communicate with it? So this is 1 mark. As you can see, timed out, it means I cannot communicate with it, but your answer might differ. So for me, it's no. Now, what is the IP address for KMU website? As you can see, the IP address is 41.63.0.22 based on our analysis. Then, so before we even only concentrate on ping command, sometimes you can find out the IP address without using ping. We use a command which is known as DNS Lookup, so name server lookup. So since this is supposed to act as a class also, I'll pause the video, then show you the class material. I explain everything which is listed there, and we answer the questions. So based on our questions, we are done with the ping command. We know what it does. We haven't started talking about the trace route. So the path ping, we haven't talked about that. So I'm talking about name server lookup. So what this NS lookup does is that it converts the website into its IP address. You know what DNS does, or name server lookup, what does? It's more like it retrieves an IP address from a specific website. So under our command prompt, if we try to say, I will just say up to bring that previous command, then remove ping, then just write ns, then lookup, ns lookup, like that. So ns for name server, then lookup, just lookup the way it is. So ns lookup, as you can see, the server is unknown, but the address for that server is this. So in a case where you also want to know the IP address for the server, you know it based on this. Then this is our targeted website, as you can see, and this is the IP address like we had it before, like that. So now we know that this IP address belongs to the site, but this IP address belongs to the server hosting that site. So we have this information now, which is kind of interesting, but we just don't know the server name. All right, so let's follow the question and we try to apply these commands. Okay, so where is that? Okay, so I'll do this, just wait. All right, so we have A2, which says what? Okay, 3. List the IP addresses of hop 3, i.e. Like this IP address up to hop 9. So hops are more like routers. What's the path, or how are the packets being delivered from a certain point to that particular point? So for us to know the path on how it's moving, we need to use what we call trace route. So again, following our class, we have what we call trace route, which is number 2. So trace route traces the path on how we deliver our packets to the intended recipient. So this is what we'll do. I'll say up to bring the previous command, but I'll delete DNS lookup, then say trace route. So I'll say RT for trace route. So RT trace, then RT trace route. So you're tracing the route for this site. Okay, so this can take a lot of time, so I'll just pause the video, then we'll go through everything now. Okay, so the trace route is now complete. As you can see, it had over a maximum of 30 hops. No wonder this question was saying, can we list some of the hops from 3 up to 9? So the IP address. So this is the IP address for 3 up to 9 there, like that. So those are the answers, but keep in mind that this IP address, which is for 1, is basically for the server based on this information. So the server had this IP address, which is that. So we know that that is the server. And this now, if you know how to do subnetting, you can tell that these IP addresses belong to routers. So these hops are basically routers, which are there to deliver packets going to that particular website. So as you can see, starting at 11 up to 30, we cannot communicate with those hops due to certain security parameters. Okay, so now that we know some of these things, using a trace route, you can tell the route or the path it takes to deliver certain packets, and you can also know the time taken for that particular delivery. So now we have this last question, which says, can you do other commands in command prompt apart from those related to networking? The answer is yes. So I'll show you an example for such commands, but for now let's go back to our class and see certain things we need to know. Okay, so we have path ping. So you know about ping and you know about trace route. So ping, you can see if you can communicate with a device, and trace route, it shows you the path it takes to deliver that packet. So with path ping, what it does, it combines ping and trace route command, so it to show you the path and the time it will take to deliver that packet. So if I go under my command prompt up to bring the previous command, then remove this and just say path ping without space, then hit enter. It will show me, so this is my desktop LGV whatsoever with this so this IP address now you are seeing .68, then it has 43.1. So as you can see, this was for the server for our website, so I can tell that this might be the server for this same desktop, but to find out you need to do your analysis. So as you can see now, we on my desktop, I'm trying to ping and see the time it can take for me to communicate with this server. So it will compute the statistics, then we'll see that once it's done. So here is an example. We can see that we are trying to send some packets to this address, which is that. So it's taking about 8 milliseconds to deliver packets to that. So with this you can tell, but because at first we were unable to communicate with this site, no wonder we are getting few statistics, but that what it does. So we have talked about name server lookup, so address resolution protocol, ARP. Okay, so this is what ARP does. So basically ARP is just there to resolve IP addresses into MAC addresses. Since we know the IP address we are targeting, what we need to do is just to say ARP, then a -a. I'll explain everything. So the moment you do that, it will show you that, okay, we have these internet addresses. So this address has this physical address, which is the MAC address, and the type is static, meaning it does not change. So we have these and these and these, they are all static with these MAC addresses. Then we have this interface. So as you can see, this now IP address on this interface, we have these certain IP addresses. As you can see, the one we're trying to target, they have these MAC addresses, but this has an IP which is basically dynamic, meaning it changes. So let's try to see what this .91 really is. Let me try to check for some information for .91. So as you can see, this is the server for this website. So this server does not use a static IP MAC address, but it uses a dynamic MAC address. We know that MAC addresses do not change, but when we say dynamic, we know that something which changes. It's more like it changes, but it has that physical component which it does not change. So when you say it's dynamic, it's more like it's using a certain parameter which enables it to change its MAC address, but not changing the actual MAC address. So that's it, guys. So that's all about ARP. So if you just type in ARP without -a, it will tell you many things you can do with ARP command. So you can study about this. So -a basically was to display current ARP entries, the current we have. So I was targeting the KMU website. No wonder I just said -a to target those IP addresses, to reserve them into MAC addresses. Then we have these network statistics. So again, here we'll just say net stat to show us the network statistics. As simple as that. Net stat. Okay, so basically now it will show you that, okay, these active connections, we have a protocol which can be TCP or UDP. So transmission control protocol or user datagram protocol, you will know this is reliable and the other one is unreliable. So now we have this address for this desktop, which is mine, and it's established. So this is on my desktop. So now if you can remember, this is basically the, let me check, it's supposed to be the network we were targeting, or the, oh, so this is .22. Okay, so let me look for that for the website. So 22, where's 22, where's 22? I explained something. Okay, so where we see HTTPS, basically that's one of our targets, because HTTP, we know that something which deals with the website. So the connection is established, which is good, and it's a TCP, meaning we can send some acknowledgements. Then all these are HTTPS. As you can see, these are websites, but these connections are closed. For these ones, these connections are closed, the others are established. And for these ones we are getting time weight, so you just need to play around with these commands and you can try to figure out what type of connections can we communicate with them whatsoever. So we have this command which is the host name. So basically host name tells you the name for your device. So if I say host name, it will show me the name for this device, which is desktop, LGV whatsoever. So if I go under settings, check for that name, if it's true, I'll hit settings. Then as you can see, this is the name for that desktop as we are getting it from our command prompt like that. So now we have IPconfig. In a case you want to know your IP address for the device, you can just say IPconfig. By saying IPconfig like that, it will show you the IP address. So IP address version 4 for this connection which is being done right now is that. So since I'm connected to my Wi-Fi, that's the IP address I'm given at that time. So now you understand that some of the statistics were given was because of this connection we have and the default gateway based on their subnetting. In a case whereby I want to get a lot of information such as the MAC address, just the IPconfig/o, then it will show you even the MAC address, DNS server whatsoever. So physical address is actually the MAC address, so you can find out all about that information. So this is all about that class which you guys missed, and we have covered it in this. So now let's go back to our classwork. So once this command prompt lab you have attempted, you need to submit. So after watching this video, you need to go to your quiz 1. As you can see, again it's assigned to 24 students, no one has attempted. Just go for quiz 1, then I'll just read out the questions. If you are interested, you want to join the class, go on the channel description, there's a link for this class, Google Classroom, cyber security tutorials. You join, you'll be accepted, then actually you can submit your answers, then we'll grade you. So it has 20 points. So question 1 was, so basically these questions are just random, there's no question 1. So which can you use to check your physical address? So it's up to you to pick the answer there. I don't know. Dash is used to display the current network connections. I don't know. What is ping used for? I don't know. How many replies you receive after a successful ping? I don't know. So for this one, you haven't done it. So even our replies were not successful, still you can know the number of replies. Can you see the host IP address using a ping command? I don't know. What does a trace route command do? I don't know. Which command enables you to see the statistics of the route and the time it took to reach the destination? I don't know. Which command used to find the IP address of websites? For example, sys whatsoever, the one we are talking about, I don't know. What is the IP address for this website which we're talking about? I don't know. Your device, you decide to sell your device, your PC to a friend, but you don't know the host name of your device. Which command can you use to see the device host name? I don't know. So once you are done, you submit. So let me see the response. So we even have a response. All right. So Okay, so we have, let me go under individual. So someone got 12 out of 20. Who is this? I need to grade this person. Okay, let me pause the video first. This guy never even handed in the assignment, so I don't know, unless if I receive unless if I receive an email, then I can grade this person. So I'm trying to check who that is. Anyway, so that's it guys. This video will be uploaded to you guys. Cheers. This is Soko James representing cybersecurity tutorials online classes. See you in the next video.